celebrating, having a good time, right? Everybody having a good time. I had some words that I had selected, but all of the good speeches that were made last night reminded me of things that prompted me to scrap my speech entirely. So I'm going to just go with matters from the heart. There was a thing that was touched upon yesterday, and I think it's fairly important, and I'd like to reiterate on it. There was a time when my daughter, Jenny, and her close friend, Kristen, spent 24 hours in a movie theater to see their favorite movie, the new Harry Potter that was coming out. And during that time, there was a reporter from the Tulsa World that was actually just going around to the different theaters because that was the real big movie that was coming out. So he happened to go to the theater where the girls were and saw them camping out, and it prompted him to take a picture. At which time ended up being in the Tulsa World, of which a Tulsa World C-section page editor took a look at the picture and was prompted with the inspiration of 3 words, which was willing to wait. These are important words because not only for that night, it showed the willingness of these 2 girls to stick it out. We're talking 24 hours in a theater on the floor. You can imagine. But nothing was going to stop those girls from getting the seats for the movie of the year. And it shows how their dog-minded determination is to achieve their goals. After last night, I began to realize that how prophetic all that was. The fact that the words willing to wait went a lot deeper than just a movie night or 2 nights. But as time would go on and David would first see Jenny, and he was smitten by her. And he said to himself, this is the girl I like. This is the one I want to make the effort to go after. Which is quite common in a young man's life, to make a quick determination on those types of matters. And Jenny, being the young woman that she was and is, decided, well, I'm not sure. Maybe we'll think a little bit more on that. Could this be a fantastic friendship? Is it a co-companionship? Or is it love? But the fact of the matter is, David was willing to wait. And Jennifer was willing to wait to see if the tree of love would actually start to grow and if this was the real thing. It's very important in a relationship to be willing to wait, which is some of the matters that we touched upon last night and some of those great things that we're saying, especially from David's father. And I want you two to remember how important that is. And that for some reason, faith has made that a part of your legacy. That a definition of your relationship is really defined in the 3 words, willing to wait. And I would love to see the 2 of you, as you start your life together, get a flower pot, put great soil in it, and plant some seeds from a redbud tree. And I like to see that tree grow. And every time that tree buds, all those beautiful buds, I want you to think about all these faces here, all these people here, all love you and support you and are in your corner. So if there are times of strife which occur, remember, you have anybody in this room that loves you to the end and would be proud to help you through any situation that you guys will encounter. So as that tree grows and you eventually get into your own home, transplant that tree into your yard Make it your tree of love. And every year that that tree blossoms, think of that. All these people here are a blossom on that tree. Every year, remind yourself of that. And for me, please get a stone and have engraved the words, willing to wait, and plant it at its feet. So for the two of you, I'm so happy to have a new son, David. Very proud of you. Not going to say anything more because you're just going to get a fat head. But I am. I'm tickled pink, and you're well ahead. You're well ahead of the cards. Just keep playing them the way you have. You're doing it well. And Jenny, love David. You two love each other. Give yourself the chance and be willing to wait when the time calls for it. So, to my daughter, who I love so much, and to my new son, David, here's to you, willing to wait.
So speaking of fat heads, got a groom in the house. Some of you guys heard me speak last night. That was unfortunate. Saw me cry. We laughed a little bit. Okay. I look around and I see a lot of friendly faces, people I haven't seen in forever. I love y'all. I just of all freaking crowds, like everyone. And I love y'all, I really do. And it's just because I grew up with an older brother who loved me. And he showed me that welcoming a new friendly face into my home or into my life, or maybe keeping them around is worth it. He's always shown me love, and he's always showed me compassion, he's always showed me friendship, and what it means to build a relationship and then keep it close to you. And he's done that, and he's done that with you, Jenny. Nervous? I wrote a couple things down. We're gonna pull those out because this could get awkward. What I have written here is, he's been so accepting and inviting of my friends, and his friends were always my friends and vice versa. Some of them even made it to the groomsmen aisle. He's always been so open and welcoming to everyone he meets. Everyone here knows this. If you know David, it's got to be one of his best qualities. He's accepting and open about anything and everyone. He always makes you feel like you're in your own home wherever you are. Jenny, I imagine you've seen this. I'm guessing it wasn't the giant forehead you felt From the day we met, you've always been the same person, Jenny. There was no face. There was nothing about it. It was just you. And we got to meet you. And we fell in love with you as a family, not just him. I can't wait for you two to get to spend your lives together. I can't wait to get to spend my life with you now. David's alright, but I'm glad you can only do so well. Shoot or shoot. I love y'all. That's about all I got. It was a beautiful ceremony. I've never seen love in someone's eyes like you showed today, Jenny. Really, genuinely, I looked at you and I got emotional and I was like, don't stop cracking. Anyways, I'm done. I'm out of here.
And I just want to thank everyone for coming. You all saw Abe, Jenny and David's pup, during the ceremony. But as the resident cat lady, I think you all should know that they also have a cat named Hamilton. And he is named for the lead character in the hit Broadway musical. And as such, I was inspired by Hamilton to tell the story of how we got to tonight. So, how did my sister, Ginny, daughter of Craig and Carolyn, dropped in the middle of the big city of Houston by Providence, newly graduated with honor, happened to meet sweet angel David and grow fonder? He said, "Holler." They started out as friends, but David didn't falter by being a lot smarter, by being a self-starter. Eventually, they found that they'd become partners. Then the layoffs came and disappointment reigned. Our pair made a plan to keep their future out the drain. When an Absalom or corporate, Arkansas became their aim. Later they got Abe, things would never be the same. Well, the word got around, David had engagement on his brain. Man took us to a vineyard, put a ring on Ginny's left hand. Now today they're married, don't forget from whence you came, and the world's gonna know your names. Oh, Jennifer and David Reeves. We know you'll rewrite the game. Your world will never be the same. There's a million things that are to come, so just you wait. What's your names now? Jennifer and David Reeves. You found someone that appreciates your exuberance, you can go on adventures with, and you truly strike the right balance in each other. So, in one more Hamilton reference, I'd like to propose a toast. To the groom, to the bride, from your sister, Ashley, who's always by your side, to your union and the hope that you provide, may you always be satisfied.
So, what a beautiful evening with such great friends and family. Let us all give a wonderful round of applause to Ginny for planning such a wonderful evening. It took a lot of work. David, round of applause is not for you. So, when I first learned of David and Ginny together, I was visiting them in Houston. And I was talking to David. He said, I met this girl at work. And I said, oh, cool, you've gone on a date or anything? What's going on? And he said, no, not really. I haven't really gone on a date. And I was like, oh, well, what's been going on? He said, well, I've been teaching her to drive stick shift in my car. And I said, okay. How's that been going? And he said, well, I haven't been going, that long. And David had just gotten the car, so I knew that if David was willing to risk the drive shaft on this girl, that it must be worth it, because she must be special. And special she is, Ginny. From the outside looking in, my favorite thing about the relationship is how passionate both of them are. For one another, for lots of different subjects. But I've kind of tested things, run a little experiments, and if you get one of them worked up about a particular subject, it can be kind of fun. It's kind of fun, kind of exciting, Sometimes we're hanging out, I'm like, let's get Ginny worked up about something. Let's get David worked up about something. But if you get both of them worked about something, leave. It is not good. No. But I know that same passion that makes being friends with them so great is what's going to make their relationship for years to come so great, because they're both so passionate about one another. And I know that as they continue to blossom and the relationship and their foundation develops, that passion, builds roots. And there are great times ahead, but there's some not so great times ahead. Like when one day Ginny's going to come home, David's probably going to be about 47, and David's going to say to her, Ginny, I quit my job today. I'm going to pursue a new career as DJ Vapor Dave. And Ginny, I don't know what you're going to tell him. You're going to really... And David, it's just the same. One day you're going to come home and Ginny's going to have 40 French bulldogs all named after Harry Potter characters, and you're just going to have to sit there and say, well, I love you. But the great things that make both of you unique and so special, or what make you guys such a great couple that we're all here to celebrate. You guys have a joyous and beautiful future ahead that's filled with great times and laughter. And just as you both got in the car that first time, and as you got to know one another tonight, you will hop in a car and leave, and it will be a scenic ride as you are beginning your life as a married couple. Let us all raise a glass for Mr. and Mrs. David and Jenny Reeves.